Well, hey everyone, thanks so much for checking out this video today. If you're watching this, that means you want to learn how to have a fire in your fireplace. I know I love the opportunity to have a fire after a long day, just to kind of sit and relax, and the smell and the sound and just all the elements that go with a fire in your fireplace. And so today I actually want to show you guys how you can do that safely in your own home. I do want to tell you guys a few tips that will help you out to have a better fire. Number one, you actually want to make sure you find the damper switch in your fireplace. Mine is right here. It's just a little lever. Yours might be a button or some other options like that. So make sure you find that, because if that is closed, you're going to have a lot of fire, a lot of fire and smoke coming into your living room. So you want to make sure you don't do that. Next thing, you want to actually make sure your wood that you're using is very dry. This is actually really dry wood. It's been sitting for a long time. I actually cut it and split it myself, so I know how long it's been. And then also, you want to make sure that you're using oak. And so I'm using a lot of oak wood here where I live. That's pretty prevalent, but that's been the best that I've seen and used. So that's a good thing to remember. Dry wood, make sure it's not wet, make sure it is seasoned well. A lot of oak. You want to try to steer clear of pine if you can, because pine will cause a lot of creosote buildup into your flue and then also into your chimney, and that's not very safe. That's actually what causes house fires, so be really careful of that. And so those are the kind of things you want to make sure you're looking into. Another thing that might make it easier is a starter log. I'm actually not using one of those. I will link one down in the description if you're interested in those, but I am just using just regular wood, and then I'll kind of show you how the whole process works. One other thing, if you do have a new home, you might actually have to crack a window or something like that to kind of get some of the seal, because in the new homes, they're really energy efficient, and they actually don't have an opportunity for a little bit of a draft, so you actually might need to crack a window or do something like that to kind of get it going. So here's what you got to do. There's a couple different ways you can build a fire. You can actually start with kindling and small logs in the bottom and then kind of build your way up, or you can do it the reverse, where you can have heavy logs in the bottom. That's kind of what I did right here, the bigger logs in the bottom. You got the bigger logs like this, and I always recommend trying to use open face logs, so that means you split them. These kind of catch better to me. And then I do some middle size kind of logs like this. You can kind of put them in there, and then I put kindling and other stuff like that on the top. You can kind of like kindling or leaves or anything like that, little sticks. We just kind of grab those from outside. It's pretty easy. So you can kind of get this stacked up how you like it. A lot of people say this is a little more energy efficient and safer, because it actually doesn't allow much smoke out. It actually sends a lot more up the flue. I'm not sure. I think they both work well. I use both, but we're just doing this one today. Then you're going to want to put something to kind of get the fire started on the top. I just grabbed some paper. You can grab paper, or you can grab anything. A thing I do use a lot is I use like the old toilet paper ring. That cardboard works really well, and then even the lint from your dryer works really well to kind of get the fire started. So I'm just going to go ahead and place these on here, kind of getting them into where the fire is and where the wood is, and different kind of things to kind of get the fire going. So those are kind of things to help us get going here. And so what we're going to do next is you want to make sure that you actually prime the flue. And so that's again this thing right here, right before the chimney, kind of going up to the chimney. You want to go ahead and prime that up, get that warm, get that kind of go ahead and get the airflow going up, and that will help you kind of get the whole fire process going as well. So I'm going to go ahead and prime that. You can light part of your light some paper or light something like that to kind of get it going. I'm just going to use this, and so you can kind of stick it up in there, set it up in there for a little while. You can kind of feel it catch. You'll start kind of going and kind of getting going, but you can hold it up in there for 20-30 seconds, kind of getting that warm, kind of getting the air circulating, getting it ready. So those are a couple things you want to make sure you're doing. And so after you get that, after you have everything set up and everything ready, then you can light your fire. And that's what we're going to do next. We're going to go ahead and light it. We just primed it, got everything ready. We're going to go ahead and light it. You can light it on the paper, kind of get that paper going. Again, I do have some of the lint and a couple toilet paper rolls in here. You can go ahead and light this or whatever you have. If you want to light, you can do that. kind of getting all that going, getting all that ready. Kind of getting all the smaller stuff to catch in the light. And again, with it on the top, it should burn up and it should mostly all go up top. And we'll see how this works. Well, hey guys, we're about 10 to 12 minutes into the fire here, and as you can tell, it's going pretty well. If yours didn't get going, maybe you need to stick a little bit more kindling in there to kind of get it going, or maybe more paper to kind of get down into the fire, or even get the smaller things caught on fire. Those are some options for you guys. Or you can always get a fire log as well, and that will help you kind of get the fire going and knock it out. But a couple things, when you do set the fire up, there's different ways you can set those logs in there. You know, you can set them the Lincoln log style or the TP, where you kind of make it a TP, or Lincoln logs kind of make it a square. The main thing what you're trying to do is make sure that it can get air. You want to make sure it can get air and kind of pull that air up, and then get the fuel, which is going to be the logs as well. So those are the main two things you need. If you are getting a lot of smoke out into your living room, you want to be careful of that. You might want to go ahead and put the fire out. But if you're getting a lot of smoke into your living room, number one, you might want to call a chimney sweep. He can come and he can see if something's wrong with your chimney, or you actually might have problems with your fire box. I actually have a video that I'll link to this, how you can actually fix that yourself. You can actually patch that up, or you can get someone to fix it as well. But I hope you guys are enjoying the fire, and you guys enjoy just relaxing and just sitting by the fire. I would like to know down in the comments, maybe why do you like a fire? What's your favorite thing about it? And if this video did help, that you can leave a like and subscribe. That would really help me out to make more videos like this. But I hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy your fire, and we'll see you in the next one.